All right, this is the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Seattle Seahawks. So, yeah, I hope that you enjoy. We're gonna do 7 minutes. 7-minute timer.
Here come your defending Super Bowl champion, Seattle Seahawks!
Jake Elliott is out, ready to kick this one away. And away we go from Lumen Field. Returning it from the 4. And in the end, he's able to get it to about the 25-yard line before he's hauled down. So out come the Seahawks for their first offensive possession. Bringing him out, a 9th-year pro who helped lead his team to the promised land last season. Here's Sam Darnold.
If we had asked Sam Darnold, coming out of USC as the 3rd overall pick in the draft, to write the story of his career, I don't think he would have written some of these chapters. But in the end, it makes you tougher. It makes you grittier. And playing quarterback in the NFL is a lot about that. Your ability to just withstand adversity and to continue to get up time after time after time. And Sam Darnold has shown that kind of perseverance.
Another try from the 25. It's 2nd and 10. Now Darnold. That's caught. Here's Zach Charbonnet. Well, he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up.
Year after year, the best offenses are multifaceted. It's not just the receivers or the tight ends that can make plays through the air. When you get running backs that can attack the middle of the field like that, man, is it difficult on the defense.
Play fake, Darnold. It's caught, Barner. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. Out of the gun, a give to Charbonnet. And it's a 3-yard gain through the traffic. Big Jordan Davis getting there for the tackle.
You make that call to just give yourself a fighting chance on 3rd down, Kate. Take at least a little bite of the big meal between them and the first down marker. And that should make this upcoming call a little less daunting.
So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold. Absolutely fires this one right side. He's got it inside the 25. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line.
Now, right there, that's what you want to see on your opening drive. Boom! Connect on a big shot, and instantly you set a tone that you're not going to be afraid to be aggressive in this game today. Boy, do I love that.
What a spot for a big play, huh, Brock? It has him well into the red zone now with 1st and 10. Darnold with a quick pass out wide. Tried to beat him with a quick pass, but not quick enough. That winds up as a loss.
Over the decades, you want to see elite defenses in the NFL. They have the big people that can run and the little people that will tackle. In that corner, well, he did his job there.
So 2nd and 13 now after that last catch wound up losing him 3 yards. From the gun, Charbonnet gets it. These last 2 snaps will force this drive to what might be its last play here, Brock, and we can confidently say there's not going to be another run here on 3rd down.
Yeah, I think it's time to let the passing game get going and really trust your quarterback here, who's got to compensate for 2 negative plays.
3rd down, Eagles opting to go with a dime here. Darnold now to throw. Hits him on the in route. And he's brought down. So even with the nice gain there, partner, dug themselves quite a hole that they haven't gotten out of yet. It's 4th down.
You know, I don't mind the scheme. In fact, I like the call. Just not on that 3rd down in particular. Need to get it closer to the sticks to have a chance to move those chains.
Field goal. A 29-yard attempt.
Myers' kick is good. And the opening drive, the game ends in 3 points.
With how well they were eating up yards and 1st downs, you know that kicker wanted to come out for a PAT, but he'll take a field goal, and he'll take 3.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Damian Pierce now to return it. Coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. So here come the Eagles for their opening drive. At quarterback, they're going to turn to the 7th-year dual threat, Jalen Hurts.
Not hyperbolic to say that he's a scorer, Kate, without compare in the league. With the power he brings, the tush-push that he does better than anybody else, and also been so productive in big moments of his career.
And that's going to be incomplete. Looking to his back to start this one. So back to the huddle now for 2nd down. First play of the drive, Brock. You always tell me this. Always the start of a new battle. And the defense wins round 1 in this series.
Yeah, and this next down kind of sets the table, right? You got to now put yourself in a manageable 3rd down after lack of execution on 1st.
Hurts gets it out wide, complete. And a good pickup here. Managed about 9 on that 2nd down completion.
I really like the timing of that screen call to the perimeter. Get the ball in space to operate, and turns into a nice gain.
They got 9 on their last play, Brock, so just a final yard now to go here on 3rd down. They send a man in motion. Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going for it himself. That's a pickup of 9. And that's good for an Eagles 1st down.
You know, before the snap, right before the snap, you may have to take off if the read isn't there. That was a great adjustment made at the perfect time for the 1st down.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. They run it with Saquon Barkley. And the power play up the gut only results in 2 yards.
It'll be this group's job watching the film to find all these plays. The ones that amount to really very little statistically and identify what was needed to just make them a little bigger, stretch them further. Afterthought plays now, they could be the big gains of next week.
Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. They go to Barkley again. He's unable to get away from that tackle. Good work by the defense. Nothing gained on 2nd down.
Taken down right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. The Seahawks with an early lead. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. Ready now for our second quarter. The Eagles have the football. They have it 3rd and 7. Hurts looking to throw. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's going to be taken down, so call it about 8 yards on that play. And that means they got the first.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection. Set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
First down, or on with Barkley. And they're going to touch him down after a short pickup.
You know, Kate, these are some of the little hidden plays in a game. Right? Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet, but A, it gets you good yardage. B, it sets up your play action. And C, most importantly, keeps that defense guessing.
4 yards on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Quick throw to Goddard on the RPO. And he gets in the first partner, but they are already acting like this one's not going to stand. Let's listen.
Receiver downfield. Offense.
So not a holding call. One of the linemen actually too far downfield that time. That's what drew the flag.
Still 2nd down.
All right, here we go. 2nd down. Here's Hurts. Smith snags it over the middle. And they get this down roughly to the 34-yard line. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, that really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
Good opening drive to this point. They've got another first down at the 34. A play fake. Now Hurts to throw. That's caught. It's Saquon Barkley. And he gets down to the 24 before he stops.
I know that completion doesn't move the chains. I love it nonetheless. You make sure that defense is aware of every eligible player going out. And this time it was out of the backfield with the running back that shows he's adept at catching it as well.
It's Hurts throwing on 2nd. That's caught by Hollywood Brown. And he gets home. Touchdown, Eagles. Hollywood Brown scoring there on the 10th play of that drive. All right, so we're already into the second quarter, Brock, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are a perfect 1-for-1.
Now Jake Elliott on to attempt the extra point. This one splits the uprights. It is good. And they answer a field goal with 7 points, and they've got the lead.
Seahawks 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. The Seahawks taking the field for their second possession. And the last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. That's Smith and Jigba on the quick slant. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
14 yards.
Boy, they sure found the right route at the right time to hit the soft spot in that coverage. And that slant, it goes for big yardage.
Snow starting to settle in now as they line up 1st and 10. RPO quickly into the hands of Shaheed. And he goes out of bounds as everyone turns to hear from our referee. Well, I think there's a good case for that to go either way, but the officials decided he was the more egregious offender, so it's offensive interference. And he's not going to get away. Pressure takes him down at the 19. Jordan Davis. And it's going to be a long way to go now for these guys on second down.
At the 19-yard
When they were in
line.
their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
On second down, here's Darnold. Oh, he lost the football. And the Eagles get to it. And they limit the damage on the return, but it is still a turnover.
As a quarterback, you're really trying as best you can, Kate, to find those windows where your man's got some space after the catch, because the last thing you want to do is throw him into a big hit. Yeah, I know that fumble goes on the receiver's record, but that QB, he feels responsible.
The Eagles about set to get going for their second drive. And the turnover puts them right back out there. Just a few plays since they scored that touchdown.
Well, they didn't get much time to rest, but guess what, Kate? That defense didn't get much time to rest either. Now you can go in attack mode while they're still shaking off that last touchdown.
It's a screen to Barkley. He turns the shallow catch into something more. Give him 8 yards. That sets up second and short.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook is wide open.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Lumen Fields coming right up. After a good pickup, they're set up with second and short. They'll go from the gun with Barkley. And he'll have him 4 and the first down as he's brought to a stop.
I don't know about you, Kate, but he sure made getting that first down look really easy. A lot easier than it's supposed to be for that defense. And I think they'll hear about it when they get to the sidelines.
All set now. First and 10. And this will wind up incomplete, so the failure to connect brings up second down.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they've just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
On second down, here's Barkley. And he gets a nice chunk, looks like about 5. It's going to be third down. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. So they're first and 3. And they'll take a moment to ponder what the call's going to be on third down.
Nothing too fancy there. That is just some good physical football from a back who knows how to read his blocks, Kate, keep himself square, and go get those tough yards.
Here they come. This is third and 5. Hurts tucks it, starts running. And he's going to be brought down before he can even get to the marker. So now it's going to be fourth down. Now Seattle going to call it second timeout. As they'll get together and discuss with fourth down coming up.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to think about you as a runner as well.
They'll run for it with Barkley. And he runs it across. Touchdown!
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So, Brock, this offense looking sharp here in the first half as they extend their lead.
You know, and when things are going well, sometimes you really just get into a groove. And this is a unit that's putting the pieces together.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. A little tough to see in this snow, Brock, but the officials telling us it's good. And the lead up to a much more comfortable 11 points now. Elliott's all
to
set for the
kick
kickoff.
Philadelphia.
To return this, Rashid Shaheed. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
On the return.
The Seahawks offense
take
running
over
out now.
1st and 10.
They're trailing, but there's
At their
enough
own
time, Brock, that they
26-yard
could get a
line.
scoring drive to attack that here before the break. Darnold. Barner's got it. It's complete. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
I got a hunch, as busy as this tight end has been here in the first half, this defense, they're going to make some adjustments, and I think it started right there. A whole lot tighter coverage that time.
So 5 on the catch, 5 still to go on 2nd down. Throwing here, Darnold. Caught. Cooper Kupp makes the play. It's going to be taken down here. The knock before the play gets him 12 big yards and a 1st down.
That's good.
Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And that's all they've got for what little remains of this half. Darnold's on 1st and 10. Starting off sharp, 9 of 10 throwing the football to begin this one. Shotgun snap, looking to throw. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be 2nd down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far. Well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No luck on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10. Darnold looking to throw. He beams one deep right side. That's grabbed inside the 30. He has it to the 23-yard line as he's brought down. They get the big play just before half. 34 yards.
1st and 10 at the
You know what's cool about an
23-yard
explosive
line.
play like that in these elements, Kate, is kind of opens the floodgates, no pun intended. But when you get one of them in weather like this, you feel like you can add on more.
And they will not connect. Took his shot there to end the half, but no dice. That's going to take us to the break. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the downtown Orlando studios. Scott Hansen and crew with you for a short and sweet halftime, as this game's had a little bit of everything to it. We'll find out which side can establish some tempo in the 3rd quarter as we're ready to kick off the 2nd half. Back out to our commentary team, Kate Scott and Brock Heward.
Thanks so much, Scott Hansen. As we say hello again to all of you, we have said goodbye to our rough weather during halftime. Not bad, huh? Forecast saying it should stay dry the rest of the way. Let's see if it does. 2nd half about to get underway. Pierce now on the return. He dodged the tackle. This makes it up to the 25. Philadelphia has its offense out to start this 3rd quarter. And that lead they've got, Brock, they are never going to have to worry about losing it if they keep scoring every time they touch this football.
Is that how it works?
It surprisingly is. You know, if you have the lead and you don't lose it, you win.
And that type of start, well, you wanted all 17 games of the season, but you're lucky to get it more than once.
And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion.
1 yard.
Kate, I don't know why every once in a while I'll get these little flashbacks, but a little play like that just flashes me back to the preseason, my first preseason. When one of the veteran QBs said, hey, Brock, whatever you do, just find completions. You will never go broke taking a profit. Go get a completion. They're at a premium in this league.
Just a yard on that catch, so 2nd and 9 coming up. They'll motion Smith left. This one's a little touch pass forward to his man coming across. They cross the 40. Nice run there. Inside the 20. He does it. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
Touchdown, Philadelphia.
I'm kind of having flashbacks up here, Kate, to the original Arena League. Why? Because it showed just how tough it could be to catch a receiver when he gets a running start. That touch pass, it gave him that opportunity. He forced those defenders into a losing game of catch-up.
Elliott on now to attempt the point after. A little tough to see in this snow, Brock, but the officials telling us it's good. And the lead now up to 18 points.
Seahawks 3.
Elliott's all set for the kickoff.
For Philadelphia.
Shaheed now to return. He stopped on the run back at the 27. The Seahawk offense ready to get going once again. They're running out of time to get this game into a more manageable spot, Brock. We've got a 3-score deficit, and we're in quarter number 3. Seahawks just about set. Here's 1st and 10. Starting this one out with Charbonnet. And it looks like he got beyond the line, but it is pretty tough to see amidst this snow. And they're going to say, yep, it's a gain of 1.
That right there, that's got to be a little bit of a worrying play to see, not just for the fans, but for the team. You go in, you make adjustments, try to have a plan to deal with this weather, and that looked like the struggles of the first half.
On 2nd down, Darnold. Right side, this is hauled in by Utes. They'll have a small gain up to about the 32. Brought down by Jahan Campbell.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard defensive coordinators say, hey, you got to earn the right to rush the passer. You got to earn the right for me to call blitzes. And when you call a blitz and you don't get home and you don't hit the quarterback, you've earned nothing.
About set. This is 3rd and 5. Here's Darnold to throw. Well, he got the football, but not the first. That stopped just shy of the marker. 4th down.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
A full quarter to go, but they feel like they got to make their move now. They are going for this. Now Darnold, 4th down. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. Well, we all know teams are embracing this more and more, Brock, but boy, from your own side, on a play like that, you would better convert.
If your offense doesn't cash that check, it's your defense who's got to pay the bill. But they get it done, and kudos to them.
This is going to be a big game, Brock. He's tackled after about 21 yards. And that's good for a Seattle 1st down.
A gain of 21 more yards. That's another Seahawks 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Man in motion here. Play fake, Darnold. A throw left side, caught by Smith-Njigba. And he's going to get about 3 here, almost all of it on the catch. The defense was there immediately.
Well, that's a pretty similar result to a 1st down run play. Moves it forward, keeps you on schedule, and makes 2nd and 3rd down a whole lot easier to manage.
Looks like the snow hit the pause button. Okay, at least for now. Team's happy for this break. It's 2nd down. Hits him on the out route. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. A nice pickup of 11 there, Brock, and they'll have 1st and goal to figure out.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they can be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
Smith-Njigba going in motion right. From the red zone now. And there it is. Touchdown, Seahawks. Jackson Smith-Njigba scoring there to end an 8-play drive. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Now it's Jason Myers on for the extra point. Sent right down the middle and good. And we've got ourselves an 11-point game.
Eagles 21, Seahawks 10.
Here's Myers now to handle the kickoff. Pierce now on the return. Escapes the defender. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20. The Eagles and receiver Devontae Smith returning to the field. And eventually, Brock, one of their drives is going to fail to reach that end zone. But through 3 possessions so far, they have been perfect.
Yeah, and in order for that to happen, somebody somewhere on this defense has got to rise to the occasion.
As his man, but his man does not have that football. He drops an easy one, Brock. It's second down.
That's what I call complimentary defense right there. That pressure by the group up front, that leads to the incompletion and to the benefit of that secondary.
Here's second and 10 from the 21. They've got a man in motion. On second down, here's Hurts. This is Brown, and he's got it downfield. And this is across midfield. They're going to stop him at that 45-yard line. The deep pass comes up big. 34 yards.
First down.
I know they may have wanted to throw that pass a little bit sooner, but I'll tell you what, that receiver's ability to navigate his way across the entire field really set up the space he needed to complete the huge gain.
Following that last play, want to keep that pedal down. First and 10 from the 45. Back to throw, Hurts. This one snagged by Dallas Goedert. Yeah, he's going to be brought down before he can really do anything after that catch. So give him, it looks like about 7.
It's just kind of the type of play why you name a position like this tight end, because it's going to be tight throws into contested windows, and you got to get the job done with people all around you.
Barkley on the shotgun handoff. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards. A touchdown aside in that frame as we run out of time in the third quarter. The Eagles have the football, and with that lead, might have a win in just a little while, too. So now here's 3rd and 5. Here's another carry for Barkley. And they only get a couple when they needed. Now they needed a good bit more, Brock. That's going to make it 4th down.
I don't mind that call at all, Kate. A little RPO there on 3rd down situation, but they went to the run, and they just couldn't get enough.
The lead looks safe, but the pedal's staying down. They're going for this. They motion the tight end over. On 4th down, Hurts. And that's going to wind up incomplete as their gamble doesn't pay off. They're going to turn this one over on downs.
You know, Kate, I don't think I've ever met a defender that cares. All they want to do is get off the field. Doesn't matter if it's a drop pass, deflection, breakup, even an interception. Challenged by the offense to get one more stop to get off the field, and that's exactly what they did.
The Seahawks and Zach Charbonnet ready for another go on offense. And the running lanes, and they've been hazardous. Not quite the decorated collection of highlights from him that we're going to look at here. Those big plays, the explosive runs where he leads an offense, just haven't been there for him in this one. Starting on the ground here with Charbonnet. And he's brought down as the drive starts out with a 4-yard gain.
That is simply a stay-on-schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
2nd and 6.
This is 2nd and 6 coming up. Darnold now to throw. Right side, Shaheed's got it. Tackle finally comes in well downfield. That's a gain of about 26. And that's going to be a Seahawks 1st down.
26 yards.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
To throw, here's Darnold. Need Shaheed, back-to-back plays. And they stop him. He's marked down along that 18-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Well, that is pretty darn impeccable timing between the two. They hit a curl route of that length. It takes great anticipation and precision by the quarterback, and the receiver on the other end finishing it, doing his job.
Running back sent in motion left. Working inside the red zone. And he just gets rid of it. Knew he had a couple of plays left. Didn't want to take a risk there on first down. So the frustration spilling over a little bit on that play, Brock, choosing to just get rid of it, even though he did have a receiver in the area.
Yeah, I think that's right. You know, I'll co-sign on that. Frustrating. It's just been that kind of ball game, just not in any rhythm. Really, the defense dictating so much.
Second down, Darnold. Cut near the goal line. And in. Touchdown, Seattle. Zach Charbonnet in from 18 out. So the offense showing a slightly different dimension there, Brock. Getting the running back involved with his hands for the touchdown.
Yeah, such an advantage. I think when you think about it, Kate, it really is about the 80s where we start to see these running backs not just tote the ball as runners, but be real weapons when they get the ball in the passing game.
Yeah.
That's well done.
Darnold and the Seahawks getting set to try for two.
The Seahawks will
All right, they're going to throw for it. He has it. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this two-point attempt fails.
21. Seahawks 16.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Shipley now to return. And this drive will start inside the 25. The Eagles and quarterback Jalen Hurts ready to go once more on offense. And as we see some of the highlights from their showing, his work a big part of why they're in front right now. Having a nice, solid game as their offensive leader. I think we can say he's had a firm grip on the wheel and has really driven them to this advantage. Putting a receiver in motion. Hurts to throw. He finds Brown right side. And he's going to get this up to the 26 before being taken down.
Every once in a while, it's fine to be conservative on first down, especially when you get enough to stay on schedule and get a little something coming out of it, too.
Picked up a few on that first down play, so now we've got 2nd and 7. A play fake, now Hurts to throw. Brought in right side. And he'll go down after pushing this up to the 29.
That's good time coverage right there defensively, but even a better throw on the play. Doesn't look like a whole lot on the stat sheet. I say to you all the time, Kate, completions, completions, completions.
3rd and 4 coming up now. Go play action. Here's Hurts. Pocket collapsing, and he's going to pay the price. The Seahawks calling for a timeout. They're 1st and 3. They still have 2 to work with in this final quarter.
Kate, the game wasn't on the line with that series, but don't tell the defense because they brought the urgency and juice like it was. Getting the sack, setting up 4th down, well, it picks everybody up on that sideline. And now their offense gets a chance in a one-score game.
Now on 4th down, on comes Braden Mann to boot this away for the Birds. Collects this at the 35. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
The Seahawks take over.
The Seahawks and Sam Darnold heading out for their next shot on offense. And he has continued to own this defense and keep on throwing that football, partner, making this performance one that he's going to remember, but as you like to say, the defense would probably rather forget. On first down, this is Charbonnet. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. It's a solid 7-yard pickup on first down. Now they're going to have 2nd and 3.
Cool thing about a drive starting run like that, Kate, is it really just gives you every opportunity in the playbook, whatever you want to do. But as for me, I like to reward that runner. Give it to him again and see if he can get you a new set of downs.
And they're not going to have time for another play here. We've reached our 2-minute warning. Seahawks facing a 5-point deficit. We send one of the tight ends in motion right. Charbonnet on the toss. Small gain on the play, maybe 4 yards. And that gives the Seahawks the first down.
Now, you'd sure love to see a little more yardage when you get into the open field, but this offense, it will take a new set of downs with that toss run.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
1st and 10 from the 43. Straight ahead with Charbonnet. He gets him inside the 40, and that's a gain of about 9 yards on the play.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Last run got him 9, so now they need one more here on 2nd down. Setting up to pass. Smith and Chigbo, he had another catch. They're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming. Now Seattle going to call it 2nd timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Charbonnet now up the middle, and he'll bowl his way ahead for a 4-yard pickup.
He'll expect more from himself on those type of plays, but there is nobody that's going to complain about that one. If you can do math, 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals a first down.
They'll come up after that 4-yard gain. It's 2nd and 6. He'll look to throw it. And this one's going to be forced out by the hits. Incomplete. They've been going his way all game, Brock. Defense is paying attention. Someone there to bring up 3rd down.
This quarterback in these situations, you know you don't have much margin and you don't have much time. So that means every once in a while you're going to make some throws, put your guys in harm's way that you otherwise would not. You can apologize after.
Here he is to throw. It's complete. Play made by Cup. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a 1st and goal. Now the Seahawks are going to spend their 3rd and final timeout. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least. Gotta think this is 4-down territory, Brock, as they come up here 1st and goal. Back to throw. And he will score and give them the lead in the final minutes. So what a finish this is shaping up to be. The late touchdown here, Brock, moves them in front.
And week to week, what a pleasure it is for us to call these games. We never know what kind of game we're going to get. This one's been everything you could have wanted. And now, even though they've taken the lead, there's still enough time on that other sideline for them to go mount a response.
The extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Seahawks.
They'll try it on the ground. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game.
24. Eagles 21.
Here's
Jason
Myers now to handle the
kick
kickoff.
off for Seattle.
Pierce now on the return. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
The Eagles take over.
Now the
first
Eagle
and
offense
10.
headed back out to the
At their
field.
own
And this
22-yard
pressure has been
line.
playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
To the outside complete, it's Smith. And he gets out of bounds, but just 8 yards. They needed more.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for in first down. Textbook. It sets up second and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
Here he is to throw. He's got Brown on the slant. And a good gain here. 11 yards, it looks like. That's going to pick up a first. Timeout taken by the Eagles. That's going to be their first. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. In quite the time crunch here, Brock, but still 2 timeouts to burn. It's first down. Hurts setting up to throw. Completed left side to Smith. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Game limited to a couple. Philadelphia going to spend its second timeout. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal.
There's no routes on the old proverbial route tree, Kate, that takes more trust than throwing an out route. You're throwing it to a spot and believing your guy can get there.
Couple of yards on the catch, leaves them 2nd and 8. Hurts. Trying to push deep downfield. Brought in inside the 20. And this is all the way to the 13-yard line. All right, now there's the timeout. So seemingly down to their final breath, they get the big play, Brock, and now a field goal forces overtime. A lot of pressure on this kick for Jake Elliott. Pretty automatic look for him from the left. Looking good, and it's through. And at the buzzer, they forced overtime. Man, this has been such a great game. Nobody is ready for it to end just yet. After 4 quarters, we're headed to overtime. So let's see who takes the field first, who gets to act second, and on top of that, how the snow that started might affect the decisions that each of these teams makes as they try to put this one away. In overtime, going to see probably 2 series to decide a winner, maybe more if needed. And look at this, even the snow is stopping so that it can watch and see who comes away with this one. Clear conditions now as we get underway. Well, both teams have battled not just each other over 4 quarters, Brock, but these elements as well, and it's not letting up. Overtime is underway. And pretty solid field position starting out here, Brock. He's tackled at the 29. The Seahawks offense taking the field now. And I think they'd be content doing everything the same as their prior drive and getting another touchdown here. They'll empty the backfield, motion him right. First throw of overtime. He puts some air under it, deep down the left. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got second down.
Swinging pretty wild to start overtime here. Kate and the haymaker, well, it fails to connect. I love the mindset. You just got to find a way to execute.
Overtime just getting started. Both teams are going to get a chance with the football here. We've got second down. Going with a quick pass out wide. And they'll get there and stop him at the line.
You know, Kate, it's almost as if the defense invited him to make that throw. That was a play they knew they could defend, and they stopped it right at the line.
All right, going to need the full 10 here on this opening drive of overtime if they don't want to stall out. Darnold. He finds Smith and Jigba right side. He's not going to challenge for that first down. He taken down short of the line to gain after he picked up 5.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, and you can make a play in the open field. Keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Fair catch made a little beyond the 20-yard line. Philadelphia getting ready to go on offense. Their defense got off the field clean, Brock, and now their offense runs on knowing that any points are going to end this game.
Well, you want to look up complimentary football in the football dictionary, this might be the most important time for it. One side of the ball makes a stand, the other side gets a chance to go win it.
Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on 2nd.
Some work to do here. Need to make some progress to get in range for that game winner. Here's 2nd down. Now Hurts. Now here he goes. That play goes for 19 and a new set of downs.
As long as these are the results he's getting, they're going to be just fine with him calling his own number. He does such a good job of seeing the field and knowing when it's his time to take it himself.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Option play. They give it to Barkley. Got the give on the zone read, and the defenders were waiting for him. He goes down for a loss.
This is one of those plays that I wish we had the huddle mic'd up, Kate, because I can assure you that offensive line in their own way is telling that running back, sorry, we did not give you any chance.
Back to the line they go. It's 2nd down. Throwing here, Hurts. That's Smith on the slant. And he's touched down about 5 yards shy of that first down marker.
Number 6, Devontae Smith. A gain of 10 yards, and it's 3rd down.
Here they go, getting set for 3rd and 4. Back to throw, Hurts. This one's caught. Smith has it. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got first down.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
All set to go now from the 35. Barkley off the pistol give. Shoots away from one. And he's going to get inside the defense's 30 here. Looks to be a gain of about 6 on the play. Sure seems like running at a blitzing defense shouldn't work out too often, Brock, but right there it did nicely for him.
Yeah, football's kind of a funny game, Kate, because it can be super complex. Yeah. You get into a lot of language and a lot of detail, and then other times, like, just run away from the blitz. Just run away from it, and good things can happen.
Working on 2nd down. Hurts. This one's misplayed and falls to the ground. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
That drop ruins the payoff to a well-designed play. It got a man open to beat the coverage. That's a call they can revisit in the future with hopefully a much better job finishing the catch.
Good moving drive, but it could stall out here. We've got 3rd and 4. Throwing now. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And Hurts slides down after picking up that first.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide to practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on him.
Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. From the red zone on 1st. Looking end zone, but touchdown denied. Knocked away, incomplete. Great play defensively there to just get a hand in there and deny that touchdown.
That's exactly right. Active hands and aggressive mindset. As a DB, you've got to assume that every throw is going to be a touchdown, and you're the last line of defense, the guy that's got to make the play on the ball, and he just did.
They kick the running back in motion. Second down, Hurts. Finds his back. Here's Barkley. Well, this certainly makes the third down easier. Nearly avoided it altogether. A gain of 10 right up near that marker now.
Third and inches.
Now to throw. Hits the slant. And he's going to win this game, Brock. That's a touchdown.
To Mekhi Lemon. Touchdown, Philadelphia.
So the Eagles will fly out of here with a road win. And it took some extra effort, Brock, some bonus football before they were finally able to separate from the opposition and earn that hard-fought victory. So that'll do it for this one. With Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. The Eagles are winners as we say so long from Seattle.